Hello, everybody. Name's Evan Freiberger. We've got some pretty strong winds out in front of maybe a tornado. I've been hearing so many conflicting reports about this thing. Not really sure what to believe at this moment. But this is the storm in question. We have a tornado warning ongoing. Radar indicated at the moment a couple of areas of some decent rotation within here. I've been looking at a couple different chaser perspectives. The one thing that is for certain is that we have some really strong winds. With the storm, we have multiple wind gusts of over 90-mile-per-hour winds have been measured out of the storm. And that is moving north of Seymour, Texas, maybe towards Seymour, Texas. The storm has been kind of meandering to the east, and it looks like it might be trying to jog again back up to the north and east. It does have some pretty strong rotation with it there north of 82. And as you can see here from Storm Runner Media, that little swirling mass of rain in there could potentially be a tornado. I've heard reports that there might be a wedge. I've also seen chasers right under the couplet, and there's really strong winds, but you can't really tell if it's a tornado or not. There hasn't been any debris signatures on this storm since it's in existence. So really not exactly sure what's happening with this in terms of a tornado being on the ground or not. But certainly would worth being in your safe spots. If you live north and west of Seymour, you can see pretty much this entire cloud here is rotating. But yeah, that's about all we know for certain right now. We've been watching probably about, I don't know, five, 6 different chaser feeds leading up to this. I was going to wait till it's on the ground to go live. But yeah. It's not really on the ground. I'm not sure if it is or not. As far as I can tell, it could be. There's some rotation in there. But this tornado could be about to drop, or it could be already on the ground. And again, this is the storm right here, just to the north and west of Seymour, Texas. Jordan Hall was pretty close inside of this thing. Yeah, this is what I've been talking about here. Let's bring Jordan Hall up right here. See this? This is right next to that circulation. Strong winds, really strong winds. And is there a tornado in there?
A new tornado warning has been issued.
Not exactly sure. We got trucks stopped, seen trees down, but is that due to the winds or is that due to the storm itself? And that is the question. I mean, look at this. Look how strong the winds are. Is there a swirling tornado back in there? And you can really see the wind when he turns on that car light.
Oh, boy.
That's the question we're trying to answer here. Do we really have a tornado on the ground or not? There are really strong winds in this. This storm is warned for 90-mile-per-hour winds. So that could be what we're seeing. Basically saw Connor Croft. Whoa. What's going up here? What is that? Is that a truck down? What is that?
We got damage.
Oh, no, that's a grain silo.
Shredded there. Is this a house?
So we got some damage here. That looks, yeah, in a down power line on the left. Looks like a tornado might have gone through here. This is the first evidence that we have gotten that this is potentially actually on the ground here. Look at that. That takes a lot of force to throw something like that. I mean, that's solid metal. This might be on the ground.
Holy.
And Jordan Hall was right next to it, so that really big increase of wind there, that might have been the tornado itself. Oh, my goodness. Oh, yeah, look at that sheet metal there. Oh, wow. Yeah, that looks like tornado damage to me right there. Look at that. Bunch of sheet metal strewn up on this this fence. Yeah, I think we had a tornado that went right into this area. Yeah, and that again, that is this storm right here, the one that you're looking at there on Storm Hunter Media's feed, back into that massive rain. It seems like there is a tornado down in here, as best as I can tell. Yeah, look at that. Latest scan on that strong area of rotation redeveloping back up with this storm.
New information. This
Yeah.
tornado warning has
Yeah,
been
it looks like
upgraded.
everybody's on the same page now. This is a tornado that is currently in progress here. And this is now a large and extremely dangerous tornado that is on the ground. Again, this is a large and extremely dangerous tornado on the ground. A large and extremely dangerous tornado on the ground. You can see this velocity couplet here is really tightening up. Looks like we're going to be dealing with some gate-to-gate shear of around, yeah, about 50 V-rot with this storm right now. 50 V-rot. So definitely a strong velocity couplet. And we just saw live there on Jordan Hall's feed of that tornado damage. And that tornado is still very close to him. Where it would be, if I'm understanding correctly, it'd be on the left side of that road. We just saw a building destroyed. Just saw a building destroyed and what appeared to be some sort of farm equipment in the middle of the road. And again, Seymour should be in their safe spots here. This is going to come up very close to Seymour, Texas, and near Lake Kemp, Texas.
I'm almost at the Seymour Airport. I'm going to go north and west into the Mezzo and see if I can see anything. But everything looks rain wrapped though. Just found very bad damage at the intersection of US 82 and 266. Building destroyed.
Oh. Again, this thing is completely rain wrapped. As you can see from Storm Hunter Media's feed, you're not seeing a tornado back in there just by looking on the outside of the storm. So don't even try looking for this storm. Don't even try looking for it. Again, that's it's completely rain wrapped. That circulation is embedded deep within this rain right there. You can see you got rain all the way around in front of it, behind it, inside of it, all over it, on top of it. There is rain all around this large and extremely dangerous tornado that is currently in progress. Also over here near Monday, Texas, it looks like we have another strong area of circulation starting to develop here. This would probably deserves a warning here south of Monday, Texas. Watch out there near Gore. You might be about to have a strong tornado in progress there as well. Let's see here. We'll come back. Put him underneath me for now. That's the latest out here in Texas. Come back over and watch here. Trying to understand what the heck's going on with this thing. Probably still on the ground, if I had to guess. A bit of a remix there in the audio. There, if the tornado is going to pop out of the rain, folks, it's going to be on the left side. Jordan Hall is still right next to this circulation, probably about 300 to 400 yards away from this tornado at the moment. No, it's on the ground. We just saw damage. We just saw bad damage caused by a tornado. It is on the ground. Get in your safe spots, the Gold Dogs. Get in your safe spot. Where is it at? Let me show you. It's located right here in Seymour, right just to the north and west of Seymour, Texas. See right there, there's your really strong area of rotation. No debris signature yet with this storm, but we have already confirmed damage out of this tornado warning storm heading towards heading kind of east on this road. It looks like it's jogging back to the east. This is going to make a very close approach. Uh-oh, what's going on over there? Oh, yeah, more damage. Oh, my goodness. That hit the truck. Oh, no. Looks like some sort of grain silo here as hit a truck. It looks like the driver portion of it. Oh, he ran into it? I don't know. Did he? Yeah, maybe he did. He could have ran into it. It either this little grain silo hit the front of the truck, or the truck ran into it and he backed away from it. And it lifted the front side of his truck off. Yeah, maybe that's what happened. Wow. Yeah, chaotic scene over here. Look at that. Wrapped around that pole, there's some metal, sheet metal or something over there. It looks like Jordan Hall's going to check in on this individual to make sure that they are okay. Wow. Refresh this to make sure we have the current view. There we go. All right. And that's the latest there from Jordan Hall. Bring back up Storm Hunter Media while he is attending to that person, just in case something pops up and it's gory. Don't want to show you guys that live on air, but latest scan over here still indicating some strong rotation. It's really just going in this direction. So it's going to come very close here to northern Seymour, Texas. So still continue to be in your safe spots as that continues to push off to the east. Again, we have a large and extremely dangerous tornado that is on the ground with this storm and has already caused a decent amount of damage in a pretty unpopulated area. So again, continue to be seeking shelter from this storm, preferably underground at this moment. Preferably underground. Again, here's the view from Storm Hunter Media. He's just outside of this circulation. You can really see that cloud movement on the top side of the screen here. And that tornado is going to be completely embedded in that rain. There's just no hope of seeing this thing if you are out in front of it. It's not even worth trying. So don't try to do it. Just get into your safe spots. Go underground. This is not the kind of storm you want to mess with. Again, it just had very strong circulation. And we've had reports of a wedge tornado on the ground with this storm, and also now reports of damage. That is our latest out here with the storm. All right, let's come back over to here. Yeah, our latest radar scan here looks like it is broadening out a little bit. A little bit of broader circulation now. So hopefully that's an indication that this thing is in the process of lifting here just to the north and west of Seymour, Texas. And this storm is either going to stay latched on this boundary or it's going to let it go. And that's going to be kind of the case with this storm. If it kind of lets the boundary go and goes north of it, that could be it for the tornado threat. But if this thing just stays latched onto the boundary for a while, it could be a tornado threat, potentially all the way very close to Wichita Falls. Also, the winds around this circulation, as you can see, it's not outside of the circulation, these 90-mile-per-hour winds. If we come over here to Storm Hunter Media's feed, see the winds are actually relatively calm out in front of the storm. But a lot of those really damaging 90-mile-per-hour winds are here over just to the just in this area here, around that area of circulation. Okay, our latest scan has come in, and it looks like that rotation is starting to get a little bit weaker. So if I were a betting man, I would say that's probably not on the ground anymore. Is Andover, Kansas area safe tonight? I mean, there's like a little pop-up thunderstorms near you, but we're not really worried about much up there. Also, other than this storm, we do have some more severe weather still ongoing over here into Pennsylvania. That's pushing off to the east. We got 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts possible over here near Likens, Pottsville, Shenandoah, Bloomsburg, Greenwood as well. And then we also have some severe weather back over here near the Guilford, Sydney, Vestal, Middlefield, and Exeter area here in New York. We had a little bit of a tornado warning up here in New York earlier, but that was side lobe contamination that quickly disappeared once the rain wrapped around. And then back over here near New London and Willard, here into parts of Ohio, we do have another severe thunderstorm warning with some 1-inch hail, 60-mile-per-hour winds about to move into your guys' areas. Is going through mid-Missouri tonight. Maybe if the models are correct, this could eventually turn into an MCS. Should mainly target northern Arkansas throughout the night in the morning, but also might scrape the bottom there of Missouri. That's what at least the last model run that I looked at said was possible. Yeah, a lot of Pennsylvania lost power, and in fact, Pagey Tornado's stream has been down due to that. Because of that. Yeah, it looks like Jordan Hall is still over here tending to this truck, I guess. Let me make sure he hasn't moved on here. Yeah, he's still around the truck. But yeah, so Pagey Tornado stream went down because her computer is in Pennsylvania, and you know, her stream from her car connects to the computer. So because her stream went down in Pennsylvania, it went down in Texas as well. Yeah, latest scan on this storm looks like whatever was happening with this storm, or the tornado with this storm, has completely dissipated. There, we have another circulation back up over in this region, but that is in the clear air, so that's probably not a legitimate signal at this moment. Ryan Arnold just caught. Now his YouTube channel is frozen. No. Uh-oh. Yeah, he's fine. He was just in those strong winds. The tornado's not even on the road he's on anymore. Oh, no. The stream did go down. You're right. Never mind. That was just a replay, I think. He's not back yet. Okay, it's saying he's moving on Omega, so Brad is fine. All right, latest update here from our tornado warning. Looks like they have dropped that PDS radar indicated warning and have now moved it as just a regular tornado warning. It says basically, hey, there's some rotation with this storm, but you know, there's probably no tornado on the ground. That's the kind of warning we have now. Yeah, no, his stream definitely stopped, but as far as I could tell from different sources here, his little thing is moving on radar Omega. You can see he's already over here near Seymour. Yeah, see, it's moving. It just moved, so he's fine. He just must have lost service. Yeah, it seems like this storm is kind of getting choked out here by our cold air boundary, kind of like what it was dealing with for most of its life. Just briefly latched onto that boundary and produced a large tornado. And now it's kind of fizzling at the moment, but we'll see if it'll try to latch onto that boundary again. Definitely can't rule out that potential. How about Wichita Falls? You're in Wichita Falls. Yeah, it really just depends. If this storm, it might kind of do a little bit more of a northeasterly turn eventually, but for now, it's going just straight east. Now we'll come back over to Jordan Hall. He was looking at some damage just a moment ago. He's still by this truck. Oh, wait, now he's moving. There's some damage on the right side of the road there. Yeah, latest scan on this storm. Still talking about radar indicated rotation here, but still very broad circulation right now as this goes north of Seymour, but potentially some 90-mile-per-hour winds are about to move into the Seymour area, so I would be in your safe spots as this pushes towards you. Continue to be in your safe spots there in Seymour, over there near Lake Kemp and 82. We just got a new update on our warning back over here for Georgetown, Mount Orab. And they're allowing this severe thunderstorm warning to expire. That's good news. Back over here near Moorhead, wind gusts of 60-mile-per-hour winds are still possible over here near Moorhead, Kentucky. Also got some severe thunderstorm warnings back over here near Eubank, near Crab Orchard. Went ahead and Crab Orchard in just a little bit. 1-inch hail, 60-mile-per-hour winds on that guy. This one over here near Columbia is moving pretty close to Columbia, Kentucky. And that's going to be for 1-inch hail, 60-mile-per-hour winds there as well. Back over here into Pennsylvania, still monitoring this line of storms coming through the area, still with some 60-mile-per-hour winds. Bloomsburg, Greenwood, and Likens are next in line. Shenandoah, Pottsville, Schuylkill, Haven, and Towanda there as well. And then back up here, further up to the north, we still have a severe thunderstorm warning in progress, still for 60-mile-per-hour winds. Like the worst of it's about to go into Guilford and Exeter. Back up here in northern Ohio. Still have this storm. Looks like it's now in Willard and New London. Main risks are 1-inch hail and 60-mile-per-hour winds still near the Greenwich areas next, and maybe Polk near Wellington as well. Also in northern Oklahoma, we have a little bit of a severe thunderstorm warning heading up into North Enid here and eventually, but it looks like they have actually allowed that to expire. Never mind. And then back over here, near Iran, Texas, we have 2-inch hail, 60-mile-per-hour winds pushing into Iran. Oh, wow. Storm Hunter Media is now in the storm. Let's go listen in.
Running away from it. No point keep chasing. Oh, sorry. Okay. You're sitting right. Just park.
Wow. There's some pretty strong winds.
East themselves into me there. I was going 80. No, I'm flying east. Oh, copy that. Okay, I'm flying east too. I'm gonna try and get north. I might go north on 183. I can't see. Copy that. I'm thinking the same thing, but I don't know how big this thing's gonna get. But it's definitely gonna get big. Yeah, I'm thinking about the 183 play as well. Maybe we can see it from the north. I don't know, Connor, were you like behind it when you saw it, or like what angle did you have? Yeah, I was behind it.
Wow. Yeah, those winds are absolutely ripping. I don't know why it's so blurry, though.
Jesus Christ. There's just too many chases. I think I'm just going to keep running.
Oh, no. It's not really that blurry. It's just there's a whole lot of rain. You can just barely see.
We're in the proximity of this thing with the amount of chasers. I just went due east.
tour van passed me in the winding rain going 65, so.
That tour van said, screw this storm. Not messing with that. Oh, wow. Latest scan on the storm looks like it's starting to wrap back up as it latches right back onto that boundary yet again. Over there near 119 or 1919. I think we're going to have to use Freddie McKinney here. He's about to take a. And Jordan Hall just kind of stopped chasing. We're going to bring up Freddie. Actually, PA Storm Trackers is going up to the north as well, but they usually keep their distance, so it'll probably be good to have Freddie. I think they're might be about to go up on 183, I thought. Maybe not. They just drove right past 183. Maybe they're not going to mess with it. Never mind. All right, latest scan here near 119 or 1919 or 1919 road. I still have a strong area developing circulation with this storm, so still continue to be in your safe spots here north of Seymour. This again is going pretty much right towards 183. Folks, if you live it near 183, you should certainly be in your safe spots and continue to be in there. This thing is really wrapping up right now. All Rock, Kentucky, just in Kentucky, it's just marginal severe weather at this point. Yeah, I'm glad to hear that, Regina. Maybe even a little bit of a debris signature popping up here near 119. That could be on the ground. We'll have to see what our latest velocity says. Could be hail. Don't have our latest velocity signature to line up with that. You're in Bloomsburg, Pennsylvania. She's rumbling at your place. Yeah, there's a lot of little thunders out there, thunders and lightning. You can see that we do have a broken line of storms out here with some 60-mile-per-hour wind potential. Should be over there near Bloomsburg in a little bit. Nanticoke, Hazleton, Pottsville's next in line for that area. Yeah, still radar indicated with some tennis ball sized hail inside of us, and still a pretty decent velocity couplet here. At about 82, touching 40. That's about a 60 V, Rob. That's most likely a tornado or very close to a tornado on the ground there north of Seymour. Had a hailstorm a couple hours ago, shy of ping pong ball sized. And 20 miles down the road, dropped lemon sized hail. Oh, wow. Shoot, I'm glad that missed you. Yeah, it does look sus, but it's also like there's a lot of hail wrapping around this as well. There's nothing like deep that is right over that couplet at the moment. This is a view just outside of the leading edge of this storm. This is the view also from outside of the storm from Freddie McKinney. You see this thing's just a rain-wrapped beast of a storm, but rain-wrapped. Not going to really be able to see anything unless you're just driving directly into a tornado, pretty much. Not really the best chase scenario. Is there a way to contact me directly? But wondering when there may be news of weather events possible for next week in New Mexico. We're planning a camping trip. Yeah, we don't do personal forecasts like that, but catch us on a day when we have a little bit of time while we're streaming. We could maybe answer that, but unfortunately, we got something pretty pressing right now to keep an eye on. Would this reach Oklahoma City? No, most likely not. This is probably going to continue south and east. I mean, you can see its current direction is pushing directly to the east. And man, you can just see this thing is just absolutely wrapped up now with hail in training all the way around this little area of tight circulation. Still definitely think there could be a tornado in here, even though we're not seeing much of a debris signature there north of 82. I think this is about to cross right into right over 82 where it intersects 183. Yeah, it is a monster storm right there for sure. You see that that rotation goes all the way up the storm too. Look at that. All the way up the leading edge. Crazy. To be fair, though, this is what that one storm in Nebraska looked like right before it died. Because that's a lot of rain-cooled air making its way into that inflow. Oh, wow, look at Storm Owner Media's view. There's that shelf cloud. Fortunately, we got a big old light ball on top of the camera there, but you can kind of see there's a big old shelf cloud back in there. And also from Freddie McKinney's view, let's make sure we're current. That is what the leading edge of the storm looks like. Again, that big old area of circulation's on the right side of the screen. The storm will most likely have some pretty erratic motion to it. And, it's been going northeast for a while. Now it's going east. If it lifts off the boundary, it's going to be going back up to the northeast again. So it's a pretty uncertain track with this storm and what exactly it's going to do here. Latest scan, look at that absolute donut of a broad circulation with still a little tight area of circulation, still north of 82, heading towards 183.
A new PDS severe thunderstorm warning has been issued.
PDS severe thunderstorm warning has been issued out in front of the storm. Let's see what it's warning for now. They did kind of downgrade this storm. I mean, there's not too big of a difference between 90 and 80 miles per hour, but now we're down to an 80 mile per hour wind warning around this storm, heading towards Holiday, Iowa Park, and Electra. So watch out. Very strong winds still exist with the storm. You want to be in your safe spots with these types of winds, and this also includes the western portions here of Wichita Falls as well. Make sure you guys are sitting in your safe spots there as this storm approaches. Latest scan, still a tight little couplet there embedded deep into this storm right now. You can see we just got this spiral of hail and precipitation all wrapping around that area of some stronger rotation right there in the middle. That's where a tornado would be located if this was on the ground. But, I mean, we're not seeing a debris signature. Didn't see a debris signature last time, but the tornado caused damage, so that is what we got going on right now. You could use all of them for ergobets and it wouldn't do anything. Strong winds with hail, exactly, yeah. It's not only the 80-mile-per-hour wind potential, but it's also 80-mile-per-hour wind potential with that tennis ball-sized hail in this storm. Wow. Stormwater Media has another great view of the storm from afar. Look at that. Big old shelf cloud here on the leading edge of this very powerful severe thunderstorm. I know where the cold front is moving. We can get an inkling of that by looking at radar Omega. Let's see here. We'll go to METAR, wind direction. Don't have many METARs in this area, though, I don't think. Let me check. Yeah, I mean, there's some generally, south to northwest winds here, basically due west over here. Check from this radar. Yeah, unfortunately, there's not really much METAR data around here. It does seem like it's near the boundary, as far as I can tell. So as long as it's staying, oops, wrong scene there. But yeah, as long as that is staying, near the boundary, it will have a chance to potentially produce another tornado. But as far as I know, this is not really the look of a storm that's still latched onto a boundary. But we've been seeing little tight areas of circulations inside of it still. So I think it is actually north of the boundary. But it is still in the process of spinning like a top. Okay, please stop spamming that in chat about Brian Scholl. We're not using him right now. We're about to get another view from Freddie McKinney. No, never mind. He's way out in front of the storm. 100-mile-per-hour wind gust reported in Seymour. Wow. That is crazy. Yes, very strong winds inside of this storm still. That has not changed. Again, there's your broad area of circulation here, tracking up and along 82. And it's slowly making its way towards the Wichita Falls area. So if you live in Wichita Falls, Texas, be ready to take shelter from this storm. Again, this thing could have 90 to 80-mile-per-hour winds as it comes towards you. We just got a potential 100-mile-per-hour wind report out of this area. I do need to try to confirm that, though. We do that. Yeah, no confirmation of that report as far as I can see. Yeah, it's fine, Derek. we've got chasers with good views of the storms right now, as you can see. I mean, not the best since there's a rain droplet there, but you can kind of see the storm back there. Storm's getting a little bit closer to Freddie, so once it gets closer to him, we'll switch back over to Freddie McKinney. Get another good view. He's actually got an okay view right now, so let's go switch over to him right now. It looks like on Freddie McKinney's stream, you can see that shelf cloud very clearly. And again, behind that shelf cloud reportedly is 80 to 90 mile per hour winds. Like a land hurricane. Yeah, it's like a little tiny category 1 hurricane. Teeny tiny hurricane. Mesocane. Yeah, I mean, if you look on radar, it even looks like a hurricane. Surprised this thing doesn't have an eye. Yeah, latest scan, though, our rotation is officially broadening out quite a bit here. That passes north of Seymour, still traveling in and along 82 towards Holiday. Holiday, please be in your safe spot still. This is a very dangerous storm. What this thing looks like on the velocities all the way up. Yeah, you can see that broad rotation goes all the way up into the atmosphere too. I mean, this thing, the entire storm is rotating. Pretty crazy to look to see on radar. The fact that that goes all the way up to the very top scan. And then when you look at the reflectivity too, you can see that hail is wrapping around all the way up to the top of the storm as well. Yeah, latest, you got a new update on our tornado warning. Still dealing with some tennis ball sized hail flying at around 80 miles per hour around the storm right now. The storm owner's view. Well, actually, what's did PA storm trackers ever make it out of the storm? Good, they did. It seems like everybody's on the same road, but storm owner view media. Dang, that dang rain droplet needs to go away. It's ruining the view. Okay, we still got a good view from Freddie McKinney. We'll listen in for a little bit.
Probably have to run here in a second. I think that's how you pronounce that. Angelina? Angelia.
Is it over for Cincinnati? Let me check. Yeah, it looks like it. Looks like it's over for Cincinnati.
There's a wall cloud to the right there, though, on the top side. Woo! Another big CG. Yeah.
No, if there's a wall cloud in this storm, it's back in that rain. There's no rotation on the leading edge.
Big CG up in there. Here comes Connor. Connor has arrived. Yeah, guys. Yeah, I had to dodge that when I was pulling in, but really, that poor freaking Rav, man.
Any more storms going to hit Pittsburgh today? That's a good question. Let me see if I can answer that. There are some storms like north of Columbus. I might try to make it into Pittsburgh, but whatever is coming for Pittsburgh is going to be pretty weak. Well, it looks like they cleaned off that raindrop. And there you go. Another perspective here from Storm Owner Media with that shelf cloud. And again, behind all of that, some very strong winds here in Texas. Please continue to be respecting the storm and be in your safe spots here. Coming towards Holiday, Iowa Park, and eventually Wichita Falls is getting real close to you guys. Hopefully that hail and this storm starts to die off before it gets to Wichita, because I know there's a lot of buildings out there and a lot of cars, people that live there that could cause a lot of damage Here's a close-up view of the storm right now.
Yeah, it was nuts out there. Yeah, you don't want to get caught. You know, we know what happens when the power lines come down. Dude, this thing's so freaking broad now. Like, I don't even. Yeah, like, I'm almost half tempted to drive into it and see what happens, but.
A new tornado warning has been issued.
Oh, now it's cold.
I don't even know.
It was like super hot just a
Well,
second ago.
what do you think? Yeah,
So we're
almost
getting
just wanna
cold outflow out in front of the storm.
Scott's right.
Looks like they just might let it go over them as the rotation's so broad. We'll see. We'll definitely tune in for that. Back over here with the storm. Yeah, very broad circulation, but they did extend this tornado warning off to the east. That's going to include Fulda, Dundee, Black Flat, Mankins over here in Texas. You guys need to be staying in your safe spots. Really doesn't matter if you're in a tornado warning or not. Those really strong winds are going to be ripping through this area. I mean, again, we just had a report potentially out of Seymour. I haven't been able to confirm it yet, but potentially out of Seymour, Texas, might have gotten a 100-mile-per-hour wind report. Aaron J. Jack reported 100-mile-per-hour winds, but I haven't seen any like data to like back that up. Sent it on X. Peak wind gust is 106. Where'd you send that exactly? Oh wow, yeah. A little. Look at this. Peak wind gust out of Seymour, Texas, 106 miles per hour. Look at that. Wow. How's Babyhead, Texas? Probably doing fine. I wonder if they even have Babyhead, Texas on. Yep. Oh wait, there's a what? Oh, that's Bayhead. Babyhead. I thought there was a Babyhead, New Jersey for a second.
A new tornado warning has been issued.
Yeah, Babyhead's fine. New tornado warning has been issued over here near Ohio. A little bit broad circulation there. Worth keeping an eye on. That might tighten up. So if you live over there near Westfield Center, Rittman, and Wadsworth, you guys all need to be in your safe spots. Got a tornado warning over here in Ohio, of all places. Check on this radar too, our terminal radar. And it also shows that little area of some broad and weak, but still rotation. We'll see what happens. Let me see how long this been trying to organize for. Well, just in the latest scan, that rotation has been developing pretty quickly. It'll be interesting to see what the next scan after this looks like. We'll wait on here for one more scan, then we'll come back over there, check out that storm near Texas. Maybe try to get a view on that. What road is that? Highway 71. South of Parma, Avon Lake. South of Parma. $271. South and west of Parma. Right here. Not seeing any cameras that are looking at anything interesting on this. Okay, just got our latest reflectivity. That area of rotation is going to be here south of Burbank. No debris signature yet on this storm. Still waiting on that latest velocity scan. Let's come back and check in on this. That looks like the rotation is going to be getting a lot broader. Looks like a sea monkey. What does a sea monkey look like? It's like Freddy ran away from the storm. I was thinking we might get a view in there. He ran away. Sea monkey. Trying to figure out what a sea monkey. What? I guess it kind of does look like a sea monkey. A little bit. This is what a sea monkey looks like. I was expecting something more monkey-like, but it does not look like a monkey at all. My latest scan, yeah, it looks like the rotation's pretty weak in there now. We'll come back and check on it though on the next scan and see what's happening with it. See if it's going to come back or if that's just going to die off. Yeah, latest scan on this storm, very broad circulation on it. Interesting storm over here near Frederick. A strong rotation on it, but pretty slow moving storm. See that outflow boundary kind of extending out from it. Look at that. See it in the precipitation really well near Frederick. This has got a severe thunderstorm warning on it for wind and hail, 60-mile-per-hour winds. So watch out over there in Frederick. Back down over here, looks like our leading edge of the winds just went through Fulda here in Texas. And now next is going to be Dundee and Black Flat. Watch out, the storm is still warned for 80-mile-per-hour winds. So continue to be seeking shelter. Or like brine shrimp, because that's what it is. Gotta love the aqua pets. Hey, you know, I think it's a cute little brine shrimp, but it definitely don't look like a monkey. Not very monkey-like. And this is just a massive rain and wind right now. Holy moly. That's about all it is. Looks like those winds are also calming down a little bit as well. I was wondering if they're going to allow this to downgrade this severe thunderstorm warning before it gets into Wichita. And let's come do another round the table severe thunderstorm check. Look, we got a potential severe thunderstorm warned storm heading into Russell Springs and Jamestown with that penny-sized hail, 60-mile-per-hour winds. Also over here, wind and hail, 60-mile-per-hour winds over here near Vinny and Jabez. There, just to the west of Somerset, Kentucky. That's eventually going to maybe try to make it into Somerset. Back over here near Mount Vernon, near Goochland and Climax. The severe thunderstorm warning just was allowed to expire. Over here near Fincastle, Zoe, Zacharian, and Airedale. Looks like we're dealing with some penny-sized hail, 60-mile-per-hour winds heading towards you guys. And then back over to here, near Crockett, be towards Martha and Blaine. Could see some 1-inch hail, 60-mile-per-hour winds there as well. Back over here in Pennsylvania, looks like our little, what might have been a derecho, is starting to fizzle out quite a bit here. Barely notice any heavy precipitation, but still maybe some 60-mile-per-hour winds trying to head into Scranton and Tamaqua. And then in New York, still have a decent little squall line over here as well with some 60-mile-per-hour winds. Oneida, Middlefield is next. Maryland and Otsego, probably within the next 10 minutes. Walton, Hamden, Delhi, Meredith, Davenport, and Worcester here in New York probably within the next 20 to 30 minutes. Checking back in with our tornado warning here in Ohio. I don't know where I was going with that. Broad circulation still exists over here near Creston, Sterling, Rittman, next in line. Sea monkeys are cool pets. Are they? I don't know about that. North of Midland, near La Mesa. One in channel, 60-mile-per-hour winds north of you, moving away, and then over here near Big Lake, in the middle of nowhere, there's a hailstorm. Do the pets? Can you pet the sea monkey? Let's go through the checklist of good pets. Can you pet the sea monkey? It's the first question that needs to be answered. Can you pat it? You cannot pet it. Okay, so that's one strike towards it. Can you snuggle with the sea monkey? Can you give it snuggles? Okay, you can't give the sea monkey snuggles. Okay. Can you give the sea monkey treats? And treats count as food that is different from their regular food that they really like. You can give them treats. Okay. Can you call the sea monkey a good boy? Wadsworth just had sirens going off. Any sightings? Wadsworth what? Okay, it's 2 for and 2 against. Yeah, looks like our tornado threat with the storm is dying down, but still probably some very strong winds within this thing, maybe. We got to think of something to ask for a tiebreaker. What makes a pet a pet? What defines a pet? Oh, can the sea monkey love you back? Sea monkeys will
A new
talk to you.
tornado warning has been issued.
New tornado warning has been issued over here near Frederick. A little area of circulation is trying to develop over here. No debris signature yet, but if you live in Frederick, get into your safe spots. Also over here near Frederick Regional Airport. You got a potential tornadic circulation coming towards you. Unwavering loyalty. They are good listeners. Okay, those are actually good points. Can the sea monkey eat your homework? I already checked Frederick before they warned it. Didn't really have much rotation the last time I looked at it. It doesn't really have much rotation right now, but a little area of rotation there. Near the Frederick area. Keeping a close eye on it. We'll see what happens. Paper is dissolving in the water, so like would it eat the bits of paper if it dissolved in the water? Like if you had dissolved paper and you put it in with the sea monkey, would it eat it? Still waiting on the latest scan here. Let's check this radar. Still a little area of circulation there near Sterling. Heading towards Rittman. Storm's not done yet. Still want Rittman, Doylestown, and Wadsworth to continue to be in their safe spots here in Ohio. What's going on near Cleveland? A little bit of a tornado warning south of you. Still a little bit of circulation on that storm. Andrew, what kind of... It's not even a joke. Putting you in timeout. The heck was that? Yeah, still a little area of rotation near Sterling. Both radars are showing it. Very weak, though. Probably, if that produced a tornado, that would barely blow over a lawn chair. All right, fine. I think we have officially established sea monkey can be a pet. Actually, I think the most important thing, when you come home from a hard days of work and you see your sea monkey, does it make you happy? Poll it. Fine, we'll do a poll for it. We'll let you guys decide. I vote yes. What up, Chazzy? Get hangry. Still some rotation there west of Frederick. Not very strong though. I'm gonna feed my dog. Y'all vote for your sea monkey. They have returned. Man, I just thought of like the best super chat goal, but then I realized it's a scam. But it would have been funny. I should have done it anyways and just laughed at you guys for what you did to me last time. I was gonna say if we hit a certain super chat goal, I would eat some of my dog's food. But he basically eats human food. What the heck is happening back over here? Is that something? No. Seems like clear air to me. He eats chicken for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So it would have been a scam. Like fresh chicken, potatoes. Oh no, and spinach. Gross. Have a dog and kids, best pets ever. Did you just call your kid a pet? I think they just called his pit. I think he just called his kid a pet. Okay, all right. There you go. Now you know. I got my kid from a rescue. Oh, no. Yeah, looks like this rotation's dying off south of Rittman as of our latest scan. He's got a cool shot north of Cleveland. The sky is wicked. Ooh. And there are some little storms over there. Little storms. You're subscribing? Well, welcome. We're all pets to who? Hey. Chickens are decent people. You know what? Chickens are delicious. That's all I know. Chickens are food, not friends. What does he talk? That'd be funny if your parrot started learning like the word tornado warning. Extra crispy chickens. Ooh, bad take. What? Literally the only thing I eat every day is chicken. Why not both? That's a good question. Latest scan on these storms. Still some weird stuff happening within this thing. I hate that it's so close to this radar that I can't really tell the heck it's doing. But if you live in Frederick, Oklahoma, I'd still be in your safe spots. Chickens are friends because they are food. Okay. Well, if you guys are friends with anybody that considers chicken friends and eats chicken, you should probably not be friends with them. I eat you. Bro only has 5.6%. I have a feeling you are like 12 years old. All of your comments have been just like completely out of left field. And a chicken named Jules. It was the iridescent divvy, and it was sweet. Think a skunk got her though. Dang. I don't know how to respond to that. Hey, look, our tornado warning down here is allowed to expire. I don't want to say anything bad about your pet. Bet you it was delicious. You had a rooster that jump scaring people. Fun. Yeah, there's my neighbor has a rooster. That thing crows like randomly. Like I remember watching movies. Yeah, okay. Sea monkeys can be considered pets. Everybody have agreed. Chickens are actually pretty intelligent and social. Really? Oh, well, I'll remember to ask my the next time I get some chicken nuggets what 1+1 is. uh, Salt Lake has a lot of sea monkeys. Wonder what sea monkeys taste like. If they're brine, I bet you they taste like shrimp. A latest scan on this storm near Frederick. Still not really seeing much of anything that I can really say much about that one. So still want you to be in your safe spots there. And then that tornado warning in Ohio has been allowed to expire. So that's good. Yeah. If you have pet chickens, I would not allow me anywhere near them. We'll just say that. I'll be honest. Probably shouldn't invite me to your chicken's birthday party. French chicken is an emotional support animal. Yeah. Yeah. I stress eat too when I'm emotional. So I get that. Chicken are not pets, they're food. What happens when you bring a chicken onto an airplane? That's the real question. Oh, she's a vegan. Oh. Well, I guess. To each their own. You know someone in real life named Evan? Nice. Do all right, does your vegan friend know that plants scream though? Really loud. Plants really do scream out loud. We've just never heard it until now. It is in a frequency that we cannot hear, but plants do scream very loud. There's no escape. All vegans can do now is eat air. Photosynthesis. You feed your cats chickens. Fair enough. Hey, I got nothing against it, but you gotta know the science behind the plant scream. Well, yeah, of course they don't scream like us. But when you like chop into them and they release a noise in an ultrasonic frequency, that's them responding to pain, and it's very loud, so you can call it a scream. Bread sandwiches, hey, that's made out of plants. You know how many wheat plants screamed in agony for that? Yeah, latest scan here. I am still not seeing much rotation on this thing. But again, we don't have a really good look at this storm. So just continue to be in your safe spots here in Frederick and near Frederick Regional Airport here in Oklahoma until we know what's really happening with this storm. Lots of tears went into that loaf of bread. But here's a good question though. Is like I know there's like different reasons for veganism, like in all seriousness. But if you're a vegetarian and you're in chat, what is the reason why? Just wondering. Or dogs hear it? I don't know. Bread is a plant. It is. Bread is a plant. And so is bread Adair. Bread Adair is also a plant. He's the first storm chasing plant. Animals to climate change. Now, that reason number 2 is a good reason. Instant weather? What's he doing? Did he wrap his stream up? Instant weather. I saw he was streaming today. Jeez Louise. It's crazy. Streamed 8 hours ago. He's the Canadian Ryan Hall, man. I understand how he only has like 32,000 subscribers. That doesn't make no sense. I guess there isn't usually that many storms up there. Virtual weather in a few weeks per Adam. Ooh, boy. I hope he means it this time, because if he does, then I'm excited. What's going on in the old Ontarioville? Oh yeah, I can see why he ended his stream. There was no storms left. Like he did a good job covering the storm because they're gone. Back up here in Pennsylvania, we still have this little severe thunderstorm warning, but it looks like they're allowing it to expire. So that's going to be it for the Pennsylvania severe weather threat. Back over here in Ohio, we still have a couple of severe thunderstorm warnings ongoing near New Franklin. 60-mile-per-hour winds heading towards New Franklin, Canal Fulton, and North Canton. And another one over here near Belleville with one inch hail in it. And that hail core is right over here near North Woodbury, about to cross over 71 towards Belleville, Ohio. A couple of thunderstorms down through southern Ohio, moving into parts of West Virginia and down into Kentucky, where we still have some severe weather ongoing here near Jackson with some penny-sized hail, 60-mile-per-hour winds moving off to the east. Whoa, 70-mile-per-hour winds. Wow, this storm has got some kick to it. If you live in Bays, Rosal, Foraker, and Fitz, watch out. 70-mile-per-hour winds is no joke. Can knock over trees and power lines. Over here near Annville, or about to come into Annville, 1 inch hail, 60-mile-per-hour winds. And then back over here into the southern Kentucky area, we do have still some severe weather ongoing. This one's over here near Delmer, heading towards Burnside, Ferguson. And then this one over here near Jamestown is also moving to the east towards Lake Cumberland. And eventually is going to be coming back into Whittle, Ono, and Jabez there in southern Kentucky. And then we got another one over here with some penny-sized hail, 60-mile-per-hour winds heading into Albany, Kentucky. Also, look at this over here to the west of Nashville. Got some storms popping up. Wouldn't rule out some severe weather with these guys. Maybe a little bit of hail. Some damaging winds near the Nashville, Tennessee area. And then north of Oklahoma. Heading up into Morrison and Glencoe. 1 inch hail. Heading your way. Oklahoma. And then we still got this tornado warning back over here near Frederick Regional Airport. Still cannot really see what's happening with that storm. Just stay in your safe spots until further notice. Tornado warning over here near Wichita Falls has been allowed to expire. And also, they've dropped the winds down from 80 miles per
A
hour
new tornado warning
down
has been
to
issued.
70 miles per hour. So still a pretty strong storm. Still can cause some power outages, but not as intense as it was earlier. New tornado warning out over here for Hollister, Loveland, Oklahoma. See what the details are on it. Radar indicated. So no new stuff there. But watch out in Wichita Falls. That storm is about to come in your area pretty much right now. I think Storm Hunter Media is still pretty close. Yeah, Storm Hunter Media is here in South Wichita Falls. And I was getting some rain? I don't think so. I think it was kind of possible. How's everyone doing this evening? I'm doing well. How about you guys? Annette, I really don't know how to answer that. To be honest, you're definitely going to probably get some severe weather. But in terms of like, is it going to be a tornado threat or not? It really just depends on what the storm is doing in Oklahoma.
A new PDS severe thunderstorm warning has been issued.
And I take back my statement earlier about those 80-mile-per-hour winds being downgraded. He's got a new severe thunderstorm warning back over here near Holiday, Wichita Falls, Scotland, and Henrietta and Petrolia. That is going to be for 80-mile-per-hour winds and ping pong ball-sized hail. Yeah, unfortunately, the storm is directly underneath this radar. Let me check from this radar, see what it's looking like. Yeah, from this radar, there's not a whole lot of rotation to it. So, wondering if it's going to be the same case near the surface here when we get this storm moved to the east of the radar. All right. Sorry. Back to the conversation about being vegan. Is anybody chat vegan but still eats like chicken and bacon flavored stuff? One thing that does fascinate me about veganism is the different recipes to make different things. Like there's apparently like a mushroom steak that looks like really good and almost like steak. Veggie nuggets. All the hamburgers you eat are from vegan. Does that make you vegan? Just kidding. I know the answer to that. Hey, but the cow was vegan. I mean, come on. All the plants get turned into meat through cell processes. Vegans eat because they don't like eating animals. Yes, that is some of it. I mean, there's also that anti-climate change reason, which is good. Cow farts do add a lot of methane into the atmosphere. Is it stopping me from eating them? No. I feel like when I'm eating a cow, that's one less cow farting. Which is a really stupid rationale, but I'm sticking with it. Anything for McAllister? Let me check. McAllister, Oklahoma. That's not right. I spelled it wrong. McAllister. How do I spell that? Vegan beef jerky. Okay. That one you're gonna have to explain to me. How is that possible? Vegan beef jerky? McAllister, Oklahoma. I feel like I'm spelling it just like you're saying it, but it's not showing up. Is that just like mushroom strips? No idea what it was actually was. Fair point. Hey, at least you can be honest about that. My favorite salad dressing, ranch. Yeah, latest scan on this storm. I mean, these storms aren't really that far away from the radar, but we must have gotten some 80-mile-per-hour wind gust inside of this thing because it's warned for 80 miles per hour. So if you live in Lake City, Wichita Falls, continue to be in your safe spots here as we do have some very strong winds coming in your area. Again, 80-mile-per-hour winds are nothing to mess around with. Got any trees in your areas could be a big issue. Let's go see what Freddy is up to. Looks like Freddy's in the storm. If this is still live, it is. Let's listen in.
Yeah, I'm right on the west side of it. I got like a major CG barrage in here. I'm gonna try to cook up in there, chat.
We're almost ready to be inside of that.
I'm gonna try to cook up in there and see if we can intercept it.
Freddy's going. Freddy's gonna get up in the storm to cook some food. Sounds like he's gonna cook up in the storm.
Just behind the couplet. Just behind the couplet.
There's a weak area of rotation on this. I wouldn't call it a couplet yet.
He really wants to tighten up in here. Yep.
I'll show y'all what they're talking about. They're talking about this thing right here, south of Holiday. Really, really weak area there of rotation. That's what they're talking about. But Freddy's apparently about to drive right into it. So let's see what it's all about.
Rolling in. Rolling in from the west. It would be kind of
this is south and west of Wichita Falls.
See it. It's probably just extremely buried in the rain. Well, yeah, definitely.
Couplet
kind of
buried in the rain.
Edge, though. There might be enough of a gap where we might be able to see it.
See
One
what?
way to know if there's a tornado is just to be in it. That's one of the best ways to know, guys. If you guys want to know how to find out if there is a tornado, the best way to do that is to be inside of it. Then you can verify if there is one. What?
Smart.
Almost like,
You know, people say storm chasers are dumb, but as you can see, they are not. That was probably the smartest thing I've ever heard.
It's getting dark. It would be like just to our right. Just to our right.
You there?
don't see anything in here.
Not at the moment.
I'm like almost in the couplet right now. It's just rain.
Again, what he's talking about when he says couplet is this thing right here. Little tiny area of circulation there near Holiday. Not tornado warned, so nobody needs to be in their safe spots yet. But hey, if that tries to tighten up, Freddie says he's going to drive into the tornado to make sure. That's what he said. I think he's joking, but let's come back over to Frederick, where we still have this tornado warning ongoing, but it does seem like our little area of circulation is popping out near Hollister, and there doesn't appear to be much there, best I can tell. But still want Hollister to be in their safe spots, just in case we're not getting the full picture there. Latest scan, the couplet's getting a little bit stronger there. All right, let's come back over. And they just put a tornado warning on it.
Has been issued.
Holiday, Lakeside City, and Wichita Falls now needs to be in their safe spots. The couplet became something over there near Holiday. There's your little couplet there near Holiday. Make sure you're in your safe spots there in Holiday, Lakeside Side City, and Wichita Falls. This is what it looks like in the couplet.
Should be going through the town, like right in front of us.
We'll see, like, RFP might be starting to pick up here, but...
JK, baby.
Shut off my lights here. Oh!
Oh, dang.
My eyeball.
Lightning bolt was right next to him.
Wow, that was a close bolt.
Yeah, no debris signature on this. If this storm ever comes on the ground, it's not going to be like the last tornado that we had. Oh, my goodness.
Wait, Corey, I think I might be under
Wow.
6, actually.
He has a tornado siren when he drives into a tornado warning. Wow, that is...
Yep, here's Corey. Oh, yeah. Corey.
It's windy.
Oh, yeah, she's getting windy in here. Big RFD. Tornado in here somewhere, chat.
Yeah, it's like in the path of the couplet. It's about to hit me.
Tornado in here somewhere. We're in the RFD.
That's not true.
Right for Wichita Falls.
No evidence of a tornado in this storm yet. We are still keeping a close eye on it. Radar indicated rotation. A little itty bitty area here of some what appears to be maybe some strengthening circulation here near Holiday, but it of all, we're not far from the radar. If that was tornado on the ground, we'd be seeing a debris signature. But if one drops, it should be pretty close to where Freddy is. It should be on the right side of the road, if anything.
Oh, God, look at this. It's going to be here.
Definitely some pretty strong winds inside of this storm still. I can still see why it's warned for those 80-mile-per-hour winds.
On it. Where is it? Come on. Tornado in here somewhere. It should be right in front of us. It should be right in front of us. There's a tornado in here somewhere.
Why does he keep saying that?
I think it's just to the right. Big bull. I'll let you go ahead, Corey.
There been any reports from anybody that this is on the ground?
Right here. It should be right here. Big bull. I think it's right here. You see anything out your window, Eli?
No, I don't.
Oh, I get it, but I mean, he hasn't seen it, and he keeps on assuming that it's on the ground. But
yeah, I thought I saw a big bull for a little bit to the right. It looked like it was to the right, whatever it was. There was a big mass in the rain.
I could have swore on a lightning flash on one of my side cameras I saw a bull.
This thing is just buried.
Well, there's no confirmation that this is on the ground again. I'm not sure where he's getting his information from, but if this was on the ground, we would definitely see a debris signature here with this storm. If you live in Lakeside City, Wichita Falls, continue to be in your safe spots. No confirmation that this is on the ground yet, but there is an area here of some broad circulation, a little bit of a couplet there heading into Allendale. Still continue to be in your safe spots there near Wichita Lakeside City. Again, we got a couple of storm chasers all around this storm with Freddie McKinney right next to that couplet right now. So if it does drop, it's pretty much right over the road he's on. Should be right on top of him, really.
Tornado in here for sure.
I think it just left of 82 now. I'm getting RFD. I'm like right south of it.
Yep, that seems to make sense. Yep. I believe she just crossed. I don't know, Chad, can you guys see anything in there? Is anything visible?
I can't see anything. I just see wind. Lots of wind.
Is there anything visible in there? I swear I saw it to the right, or saw, maybe not it, but I saw like a big bowl to the right, big black mass in there.
It's gonna head straight for Wichita Falls. It's gonna latch on the alpha boundary. I bet that's what's doing it. It's the alpha boundary.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to get up to Wichita Falls.
It's just the convergence. Yeah, I'm on the north
Where
side.
is it? The rotation is just past Holiday. Right here, you see Wichita Falls is up there. Broad circulation right here east of Holiday. No debris signature. We again, this is not one of those areas where we're not out in the middle of a field anymore. All right, this is pretty populated area. There's a tornado on the ground. We're going to see that debris signature almost immediately. So I do not believe that this is on the ground yet. But if you live in Lakeside City and Wichita Falls, be in your safe spots. We do have an area of rotation that is trying to consolidate. Right there, just to the east of Holiday. On radar, it appears to be directly over the road. Connor seems to think that rotation is now to the north of the road now. Let's come back over here to Frederick. Yeah, they're going to allow this tornado warning to expire up there unless rotation starts to get a little bit stronger.
I actually can't freaking see.
I can't see anything. I cannot pick anything out in the camera.
I can't see.
Oh, yeah,
anything
strong
with my
winds.
eyes. This road is so like, just, I don't even know. I can't see. It should be the left. There might be a tornado in here. Okay, looking at radar, it's about to get a nice surge of outflow. It might shunt the circulation right at us.
Yeah, I wonder if he's... I mean, he said he just looked at radar, so... he probably knows now that there's no tornado.
Stop here for a second. Okay.
Pretty strong winds, though, in this storm still. I mean, that looked like 70 to 80 miles per hour there. Wow. Yeah, really strong winds in this storm. And these are coming directly into Wichita Falls, so regardless if there's a tornado on the ground or not with this
Corey,
thing,
what do you think? I might
strong winds, that like this, you need to be in your safe spots for both threats. Yeah, there is a tornado warning near Frederick, but that rotation has since died.
Yeah, I mean, we're basically in the circulation right here.
Can I do the thing I wanted to do, please?
What are you trying to do?
Plug in the A7. It won't let me. Let me plug you in.
Yeah, I'm trying to scan see if I think power flash or anything on the camera, but
It's all flowing back. Oh, crazy CGs. Yeah, this is all inflow, Corey. It's just to our left right now.
And there's some strong winds.
Jeez, yeah, big inflow into this, and we have to be pretty close, because that bowl is crazy.
Yeah, Wichita Falls is a very populated region.
Yeah, this thing's right on me. I think I'm like, I gotta be just barely ahead of you guys.
Yeah, I think we're in it right now. I think we're in the edge of the circulation here. I might just sit here. I don't even know where to go.
Yeah, I don't even think there's, it's just a more broad confluence.
So he's pretty much like right here in this area. And you can see that's where that rotation is right now. Maybe a little bit tighter on the last scan. Still no debris ball. About to push into Allendale and then Wichita Falls. So please continue to be in your safe spots. Like Storm Media is also kind of in the same area, just out in front of them. Why their stream is so blurry, though? Been like that for a while. Just keep on Freddy's view.
Really flowing here.
See if we can make out anything. I mean, watch for power flashes just in case.
Okay, now we're getting some pretty good inflow here.
God, I ramped up big time.
There it is. Jeez.
Whatever's in here, it's close.
And if you're just now tuning in, this is a tornado warning for the Wichita Falls area here. Allendale, Lakeside City, Wichita Falls, all needs to be in their safe spots. We've got a storm chaser that's still just traveling with this circulation along Seymour Highway. And so far, we haven't been able to confirm this thing on the ground yet, but you guys need to be in your safe spots. This thing does still have some rotation.
I gotta plug this walkie in.
Definitely still worth seeking shelter.
Is there an open USB-C?
There is not. Okay.
Yeah,
Your A7's at 11%.
that's fine. That's fine. We don't really need to shoot on it now.
I like it.
Whoa.
See if I can get my
Eric Fox reported a funnel, so apparently we're doing something, Freddy.
Someone reported a funnel? How do you report a funnel in this? I'm sorry, I don't believe that report. All right, latest scan here. Seems our circulation is now back over in here. Maybe a couple of areas of broad circulation along the leading edge here. Still no debris on this storm yet. So this is still not a tornado on the ground. But yeah, still continue to be in your safe spots here in Wichita Falls. If this rotation does tighten, this is going to come straight into Wichita Falls. So again, please be continuing to be in your safe spots here. This thing is pretty darn close to trying to produce a tornado here. Right there in that region, you can see we still have a little bit of broader circulation, but still definitely worth continuing to be in your safe spots. Regardless, 80-mile-per-hour winds are coming for the Wichita Falls area. And we are continuing to monitor our chaser feeds out here.
Let's see what we're talking to, Eli. At the Love's truck stop on the Bailey Turnpike while we were coming down.
Yeah, I'm just going up to 82 now. Winds are ramping up, but they're not like super strong.
Yeah, it looks like the couplet's still pretty strong. It's now south, definitely south of the highway. What?
He seemed nice.
Yeah, he seemed nice.
Yeah, you're right by me, Stormrunner.
I think I just like driving. That semi like driving in the middle of the road, Corey?
Pretty dang close.
Like what? I swear that semi was like in the road, bro. It's like in the middle of the road. Like what are you doing, big dog?
Storm Centric said the mezzo turned off the sun.
Just to the south of the road. I mean,
You know who Storm Centric
He's got
is?
such like a stoner feel to him.
That's Mike DeLang.
What you doing, big dog? This is like driving in the middle of the road. Oh, I love Freddy. All right, latest scan here with the storm still moving off towards the east. Waiting on that latest scan to come in. Storm Media is a little bit further ahead. See what they're seeing. You can see those rain curtains moving across the screen there. Those are those strong winds. You got cars underneath the overpass as well. Don't do that. That's how you get in a wreck. All storm chaser perspectives are kind of showing the same thing. Whatever is in this storm, it is completely rain wrapped at the moment. Yeah, here's the latest scan. Still broad circulation with this. Still see those grays in between the greens and reds. But again, this storm decides to tighten up. It could become an issue. Also, some pretty strong winds over here near Burke Bennett. Is that associated with anything? Yeah, a little leading edge here. Maybe. Not sure if that's actually going to wrap up any tornadoes, but one of the things that this could be the beginning of is that mesocyclone we've been talking about, that mesoscale convective system that could form eventually, and that might be the very beginning of that. Got that wave of cool air coming here. A lot of wind is going to be pushed to aside on the north of that, right where it kind of weakens. And sometimes on the leading edge of those, it kind of seems like, they might get some tornadoes, but the circulations never tighten up. But sometimes they do. So if you live over there near Randlett, watch out. They also let that tornado warning in Oklahoma to expire, by the way. Yeah, let's go back in and check in with Freddie, who's still keeping up with the circulation.
I don't know how that happened.
Hungry, dude.
Oh, man.
I need a PDS sandwich.
I think we need to drop south somewhere. Maybe drop south somewhere into town. Maybe we'll intercept this thing in town somewhere. Where's like an exit, bro?
I have no clue, really.
Start crossing in Oklahoma towards Randlett.
I guess right here.
Where's that exit, bro?
Like debating, just like intercepting this thing in town somewhere, seeing if I can find.
There's like a tornado warning here, bro. I'm sorry. It's making me giggle.
Yep. Just gonna find somewhere and let it rip.
Where is an exit? There's an exit here, actually.
Yeah, right there.
I think they're going to try to travel south towards that area of rotation. They're like right here on 82. And that circulation is moving kind of like this. Probably going to come into the south side of Wichita Falls there. And no debris signature on this storm. Most likely not on the ground at this moment.
A new tornado warning has been issued.
Yeah, there goes that tornado warning for our northern area here near Burke Bennett. Heading towards Randlett. Yeah. You live near Randlett, watch out. Potentially some circulations trying to develop here. Keep an eye out for a tornado on the ground. Oh, yeah, look at this. Little area of rotation also developing here near Devil as well. A little area up there along Highway 44. Let me see if there's any traffic cameras on the border of Texas and Kansas. Not Texas and Kansas. Texas and Oklahoma. Jeez Louise. That's Freddie McKinney. No cameras near Burke Bennett. Yeah, this looks like a pretty dangerous circulation there just to the east of DeVol, and also another little tight circulation right in there as well. Watch out over there near Randlett. This area of circulation has gotten broad and very weak near Lakeside City. It's the Wichita Falls storm. Yeah, the circulation wouldn't be on the leading edge of it. It would be back in the rain. So that's not a wall cloud. That's just Scud there seeing. Got wrapped up with a good day working in our new garden space. Nice. Playing in the dirt is so relaxing. Yeah, just being outside in general. I love it. I'm still talking about vegans in chat. I thought we moved on from that topic.
A new tornado warning has been issued.
New tornado warning has been issued for this down over here. A little bit side lobe contamination happening down here, but there could be a little bit of a circulation in there. But you can see area of rotation is actually out in front of where our precipitation is. But if you live over there near Henrietta, Hazel, Deer Creek, Blue Grove, Dick Warsham, Bellevue need to be in your safe spots there. Have we had a confirmed tornado on the ground? Back over here near Seymour, Texas, there was one on the ground, but we haven't had a tornado on the ground in a while. But one of these guys over here very well could be about to produce. Like this area of circulation, pretty darn strong over there, north and east of Devol. It would surprise me if that wasn't already on the ground here. Could be about to break the silence here pretty shortly. Wichita Falls here. The good news about you is that your circulation is has weakened pretty substantially there. Probably won't be producing a tornado. Maybe still a small chance for a little QLCS spin up and along there. I'd still be in your safe spots until the backside of this passes just to be safe. Also, Metro getting anything tonight? A little bit of something over you. You got some thunderstorms over there, but they're all going to be elevated. Maybe a small severe weather chance with those guys, but maybe this storm could maybe make a pretty close approach to you later on. That'll be way deep into the night. Yeah, there is a big threat for those damaging winds still. You guys are still under an 80-mile-per-hour wind warning. So regardless, you should be in your safe spots, whether there's a tornado in there or not.
A new tornado warning has been issued.
New tornado warning has been issued. They're extending this northern warning up further to the north. And man, this thing's about to drop potentially a strong tornado here north and east of Devol. I'd be very surprised if that doesn't drop. And there's no debris signature on it just yet, but that very well could be on the ground there. Might see a debris ball next scan. 80 miles per hour is more than an EF0, yes. It can cause decent amount of damage, knock over trees, especially if you're near any trees here near Wichita Falls. You're going to want to be in your safe spots. Also out over here near Dean, Jolly, and Petroleum, Henrietta, all should be in their safe spots. Hello, Melissa, again. Welcome back. Yet another stream. Is Latinx for the tornado warning? Could if this circulation stays going for a while, but this kind of seems like an environment where our circulation should be relatively brief, but we shall see. We shall see how it develops. Yeah, latest scan out here. We might have some tightening circulations over here near Lake Arrowhead, heading up towards Henrietta, Texas still. Do I have a time frame for it to get to Ardmore? Probably. Let me see how fast these storms are moving. Moving to the northeast at 50 miles an hour. Yeah, probably about 2.5 hours till it makes it to Ardmore. Today was more eventful than yesterday, right? It happens. Just got our latest correlation coefficient scan. Still no debris signature with this couplet here. Just surprising. That's pretty much the strongest couplet I've seen without any debris being lofted up. I wonder, is this like a pretty rural area maybe in Oklahoma? Maybe there's not just a whole lot of buildings out here. Well, there's buildings right there. Right next to that circulation, unfortunately. Oh, wow. Look at this from Storm Runner Media. Strong winds here. This is in Wichita Falls.
Amarillo to drive all the way back to Dallas.
I've got stuff waiting for me in Amarillo that I really don't want to go with that anymore. So at this point, I'm prioritizing that.
Wow. Yeah, those are some pretty strong winds.
As long as you can still chase tomorrow, but
Yeah, we'll see. Now the camera wants to be.
definitely do not want to miss the Dallas-Fort Worth tornado threat.
Talking about tomorrow's tornado threat. I wonder if we've gotten any upgrades for tomorrow yet. Yeah, we're still dealing with a slight risk. 5% chance out there near Fort Worth, Dallas, Sulphur Springs for tomorrow. All right, latest scans, still a couple areas of some pretty strong rotation here. And I really do believe that this very well could be on the ground. I mean, the gate to gate is, 30 there. Well, actually, the gate to gate's really only about 30. Maybe not. Wouldn't surprise me, though, if it was on the ground. You live near Cookie Town here in Oklahoma, it'd still be in your safe spots. And then over here south of Randlet, we have another couplet that could produce a tornado there near
A new
I-70.
tornado warning has been issued.
A new tornado warning has been issued, extending this tornado warning off to the east towards Petrolia and Bayers. I think. Let me just make sure that's not somewhere else. Yeah. Yeah, 5 tornado warnings right now, all in Texas and Oklahoma. Latest scan with the storm over here near Henrietta. Just came in. Still a little bit of circulation there, about to pull up into the Henrietta area. Please continue to be in your safe spots. Again, even if there's not a tornado in there, we're still dealing with some 80-mile-per-hour winds with the storm. So you still, just regardless, want to be in your safe spots. Latest scan over here near Wichita Falls. No major areas of circulation are embedded in this. Maybe a little couplet over here near Dean, and maybe a little one over there in northeast Wichita Falls. But that seems like some contamination to me. I think this is more of a legitimate signal here north and west of Jolly heading into Dean. They might, and Dean, you are in that extended tornado warning there. Back up here, still a decent little area of circulation. Still no debris signature, though, on any one of these storms. This one back over here east of Randlet also has a pretty decent area of circulation heading towards Taylor. So again, all you folks that I've just called out here in Oklahoma and Texas still can continue to be in your safe spots here. We got a little bit of an increase here of our tornado threat. The fact that Connor wants to head here is not reassuring at all. I get that, yeah. Yeah, all the chasers are going to be in Fort Worth and Dallas tomorrow. Pretty much what's going to happen is this right here is going to create an outflow boundary. It's going to rocket off to the northeast, leave that outflow boundary behind, and then tomorrow we could have storms ride that boundary. And that's where that tornado threat's really going to come from. Kind of similar to what's happened today. So not too far-fetched to think that tornadoes will be possible tomorrow. How does it look for Lawton? You guys got storms up there, but no strong areas of rotation near Lawton right now. Looks like this area of rotation over here east of Grandfield is starting to broaden out quite a bit. A little bit less concerning, but this one over here is also starting to broaden out over here near Taylor, Oklahoma. The latest scan down here is showing broader circulation. Yeah, like all of our circulations have gotten a little bit broad right now. They could definitely try to wrap up still, so still continue to be in your safe spots. Yeah, no problem, John. See what Freddy's up to.
Oh, man. Now I'm starting to get tired. I'm officially like, wow, I'm tired.
Starting to get hungry.
Yeah, I'm hungry too. I'll have to find a Walmart or something here. Look at the water flowing in.
Oh, wow. Maybe a little bit of flooding happening over here
Drainage
in
systems,
Wichita
well, it's
Falls.
We can make some PDSs. Particularly delicious sandwiches.
Oh yeah, we'll make a couple PDSs tonight.
Particularly delicious sandwiches. All
Make a
right. I
couple
like where their
PDSs
head's
tonight.
at.
Yeah.
Is Help resting? I don't know what he's up to.
Yeah, she's pretty much done here, chat.
I don't know. Yeah, latest scans out here. Still some broad circulation north and east of Duval. So over here still seems pretty interesting near Taylor, Oklahoma, just on the border there of Texas and Oklahoma. And then still some pretty broad circulation, but some strong winds heading into Henrietta right now. No matter what, again, if you're in this little warning polygon here, the severe thunderstorm warning polygon here in the yellow, highlighted right there. Like if you're in Dean, Petrolia, Henrietta, doesn't matter if there's a tornado on the ground, you still need to be continuing to be in your safe spots. We're dealing with 80. Oh, never mind. They dropped it down to 70. All right, never mind. Never mind. But still, if you're into tornado warning, you should still be in your safe spots. But over here east of Jolly, like around 148 there, don't need to be. Can you fall asleep in Fall Rock, Kentucky? Yeah. I mean, there's just going to be every now and then some severe weather over here, but it seems like the threat is slowly getting a little bit weaker out here. Still have a pretty decently strong storm about to head into the Charleston, West Virginia area, and a little bit of a stronger storm over here near Booneville with some 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts. But it does seem like the threat is subsiding for both New York, Pennsylvania. Still have a couple of severe thunderstorms over here in Ohio, near Millersburg, Kilbuck, and Berlin. That's going to be for 60-mile-per-hour winds, penny-sized hail. Then over here near Warren, Ohio, still talking about 1-inch hail, 60-mile-per-hour winds heading towards Southington, Bristol Township, and Windham. So still spotty severe weather over there, but our main risk for now is back over in the Texas region near the Texas-Oklahoma border. Is the sun still out? What the heck am I looking at? Why does it look like the sun's still out? A fire? I have no idea. It's too late for the sun to be out, right? Over here? What is that? Let me go back. I mean, maybe it's sunset time in Texas? Maybe it's not that late. Let me check. 8:35. Yeah, maybe sunset could be happening. Maybe that's not super far-fetched. I don't know. He just said it's the sun. Okay. Confirmed. We have a confirmed sun. Firm sunset. And this area of broader circulation up here is starting to broaden out, but still some pretty darn strong winds on the backside of this, anywhere from 60 to 70-mile-per-hour winds about to filter in here north of 44. And then back over here near Randlet, still have a pretty decently strong storm over here with a little bit of a couplet still north of Taylor. That's in Oklahoma. Still keeping a close eye on that. They might extend this into Temple, Oklahoma. But further down into Texas, seems like these tornado warning storms are struggling at the moment. But I still want Henrietta to be in their safe spots. And there you go. There's that new warning near Walters, Temple, Hastings, Addington, Comanche, and Empire City. Oh, wow. This entire road is a river.
A new tornado warning has been issued.
Wow. Yeah, that's deep water.
Yeah, just ended mine too. I'm gonna go to the grocery store, get some stuff to make some food for tonight, and then I already got a hotel booked. Yep, I'm gonna look right now for a hotel.
Road right there. That's kind of funny.
Oh, this is like a creepy view to the west.
Wow. Oh, we got a car. Oh, that's a small car too. Hey, this is over here in southwestern Wichita Falls. We have some pretty big flooding happening here.
More expensive side of things, but
And fried after the day. I am tired. I mean, we've been live off and on, but we've done about 8 hours of streaming today again. It's been a long week. We've been live every day. I just wish the severe weather would shut up, to be honest.
Yeah, I just want to do west, just follow the
I can get a break. I'm looking forward to a break, but I have to go live again tomorrow, so probably gonna be another long day. It's the south side of town. This road is completely underwater here. And you see that comes up almost to the top of those trucks' wheels there.
I'm gonna attempt to.
y'all are in Wichita Falls, and I just went through Wichita.
That's flooding's getting worse right here.
Well, that car just plowed into that water. What the heck? Just drove through that water at like 40 miles per hour. And this is the new Wichita Falls River just formed. And it's almost up to the Caesar's Pizza there.
Roads are just forever.
That's what I was trying to do, but there's also
Big old raindrop. All right, let's go check out the latest on our tornado warnings. See what's changed on the radar. Oh, wow, look at this near Henrietta. Newly formed circulation there, about to pull up into the Henrietta area. Here in Texas, please continue to be in your safe spots as this comes through. Up here, just to the east of Wichita Falls, very broad circulation. So Wichita Falls can come out of their safe spots, but watch out. Definitely some pretty major flooding happening over there. Back over here north of Randlet, still some pretty darn strong winds with this storm, right around 70 miles per hour over Highway 44. You see it's pretty broad, got really weak winds in between these stronger winds here in the greens and the reds, indicating very broad circulation, and a little bit broad circulation here south of Temple, Oklahoma. Live in Temple, please continue to be in your safe spots there near Temple, Walters, Hastings, Addington, Empire City, and Comanche. That is the latest. Radar indicating flash flood warning has been issued for the Wichita Falls area. You can see it right here on Stormwater Media's feed.
A new tornado warning has been issued.
Wow. And that's just a river now. New tornado warning has been issued out over here near Henrietta. It's going to be for this area of strengthening rotation. Still no debris signature yet, but Henrietta still be in your safe spots. Terrell, Ryan here in Texas all need to be in their safe spots as that pushes off towards the north and east. It's still a decent area of rotation. It's still relatively broad right now, but that certainly could tighten up, maybe produce a tornado there near the Henrietta area. So I would still be seeking shelter. And then back over here, our only other area of rotation that's really sticking out to me is back over here south of Temple. And that is still progressing off to the east. I wonder if any cars. I mean, there's look at that. There's rotation in the water.
There is so much rain. It's
right to left motion in the water.
Wichita Falls. From Wichita to Wichita Falls, it is just rain.
It's pretty crazy, guys.
I wonder if any car is going to start floating. That's a lot of rain. A lot of water on that road.
There's literally waves crashing behind me. This is insane.
Yeah, I don't know how normal this is because we're not normally around this area all the time.
Yeah, no, I really don't know.
Not very normal. Wichita Falls doesn't usually get this much rain, which is why it flooded so easily.
Yeah, this is rapidly rising.
Got rising motion.
I'll hop out and wipe off the roof camera.
Guys, what we're looking at here is not just a river. This is a road.
No!
I think he just dropped his phone in the water.
Your headphones?
My headphones just landed in the
Your
water.
hedges?
Oh, his headphones. Okay. Not his phone, his headphones just went into the water.
Look at this, chat. Look how crazy this is.
And that truck just plowed through that water like it's nobody's business. He's like, what water? I got a truck. You got a lifted truck. This water's nothing. Please do not drive through flood waters. Turn around. Don't drown. These people are doing a great job here in the Wichita Falls area, showing us what not to do when it's flooding. Which is, oh my gosh, there's literal waves. Oh, that car is floating. We got a floating car. Oh, he got out of it. Oh no, he's floating again.
Oh, brother.
Oh, he just made it out. Man, that is deep.
That's all the way
Yeah,
up
do not do that.
Up in the bumper.
And that is why you don't drive through floodwaters, folks, because you might start floating.
Definitely some water in the intake.
How's Wichita Falls? It's flooding. This view right here is flooding in Wichita Falls.
It never floods like that.
That car almost started floating, man. Jeez Louise. All right, latest scan out over here near Henrietta. Still a decent little area of circulation here just out the frame going into Henrietta. Over here near Walton and Huggins and Edwards. Still want you to be in your safe spots for this circulation. Near Petrolia, still not seeing a whole lot of rotation in that portion of the line. And then back over in here near Temple, Oklahoma. Still have a tight little area of circulation there. It's just south of Temple. No debris signature yet. We also have another one south of Walters there as well. So Walters, Temple, next in line for those areas of rotation. Still no confirmed tornadoes yet with this slew of tornadic activity. It seems like the waters are rising pretty quick.
Guys.
Yeah, no tornado in Wichita, yeah.
Car needs styrofoam water skis.
Dang, these cars are just plowing into this floodwater. I guess they never heard of the term "turn around, don't drown."
They're blocking the road.
And we literally just saw a car float, almost get stranded in the water. Yeah, back over there is like the deepest part.
Comes the waves.
Turn around, come back with a boat. Hey, you know what? That's better than driving through it. Where's the rotation again for Walters? Let me show you. That rotation is just south of Walters, right in there. If you live in Walters, Oklahoma, please be sheltered in place still. And then back over here near Temple, we have a decent little area of circulation here as well. So we're still monitoring those two. Looks like the rotation near Henrietta has, again, here in Texas, gotten a little or broader again, but don't let your guard down with that tornado warning. It very well could try again. That's like the second time that area has tried. Back over to people in Wichita Falls driving through. Oh, we got a fire truck. Is the fire truck going to drive into the floodwaters? Hopefully, they show us a good example.
Closing on 88.6 thousand subs. That's basically 1,000 new subscribers today, which is awesome. So thank you guys so much.
I drove right through it.
Very confused about what's happening right now.
Maybe, I mean, it is risen up pretty well, so I guess it'll be all right. But that would have been, oh, now it's driving through the deep stuff. Oh, never mind. It's on the other side of the deep stuff. I wonder if they're going to block off the road. Maybe it's responding to like a water rescue or something, because it's really deep back in over there.
Well, guys, the tornadic storms appear to have gone away from us. They're pushing off to the east, and we are still sitting here in Wichita Falls, so to try and punch back ahead and get on those would be difficult to impossible, I think. It doesn't seem like very many people are trying to keep
Don't leave
at
us.
this point. Anyways, they are likely going to be...
I think they're about to end their stream. PA storm trackers out there, we can always rely on PA storm trackers streaming forever. They're in Wichita Falls as well. They never give up. Yeah, latest scan near Walter. Still a little area of circulation near you. They'll continue to be in your safe spots, and also still an area of circulation now to the east of Temple. Still moving off to the north and east. Eventually, it's going to be coming pretty close to Empire City in Comanche here in Oklahoma. Also, around this storm, the winds with it are warned for 70-mile-per-hour winds. Idiot drivers versus deep water. Indeed, indeed. Latest thing here with this warning, still radar indicated as of our latest update. Air intake is right in front of that passenger front tire. No way would I have done that. Oh, okay. Yikes. Seen that video where the girl lost her car in a flood because she drove into it? I've seen lots of videos like that. That's why, we say turn around, don't drown. We literally almost saw that just a moment ago. I'll show you guys. See if we can find it again. It's like, yeah, it's right there, I think. Yeah, right here. It literally started floating. And they floated again. And then they tried, and eventually they got a little bit of traction. Look at that. The water's almost going over their hood. Like, what were they thinking? I don't get that. Hey, thank you, Mach 1 Tips, for officially the first super chat of the stream. Thank you so much. Mobile home, hunker down, or make a run for it. Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't hunker down on a mobile home for a tornado warning. I would evacuate and seek a sturdier shelter. But hopping into a car and running away, that's also a thing to try. It's better than just sitting. Almost everything is better than just sitting in a mobile home. Yeah, out of all of our rotations here across the leading edge of this thunderstorm, it seems like our only area of concern remains to be over here near Temple. Also, a little bit of rotation still over here north of Walters. Strong wind still heading towards Duncan, Oklahoma. Vanilla, I appreciate that. Does Walters, Oklahoma have a report? Did tornado on the ground? No, they do not. Or a radar indicated rotation, which means there's been no tornado reports. You got an area of circulation come nearby you, but that has since passed. I wouldn't come out of your safe spots just yet. Little interesting thing is happening back over here, kind of in the. You see, we got a little surge of wind, maybe a little bit of a couplet trying to developing back over here. We got a little bookend vortex. You can see a lot of rain is kind of circling into that area. So I'm wondering if we're going to get maybe a little bit of convergence of these winds and maybe a little bit of a stronger rotation here. Regardless, near Temple, Texas, actually 70, 80 mile per hour winds about to move through your area. So keep an eye on that. Yeah, other than that, I mean, most of this line has gone outflow dominant. Seems like our most active area is still kind of in the Oklahoma area. Yeah, I live in Alabama. Yeah. Before warnings this morning near Springfield. Yeah, no problem. Hopefully we don't wake up tomorrow morning and have to do it all over again. 100K. I don't think we're getting there anytime soon. Logically, maybe by the end of summer. Maybe. Getting very competitive out there. A lot more competitive for live coverage than it was last year. Last year, it was just like me and maybe Max would go live. Maybe Ryan would go live. But now, like every 5%, like Ryan used to never go live for 5%, but now he goes live for every 5%. So that used to be where I grew the most, was in the 5%. And now that's gone. Is Texarkana okay? Eventually. You might see some rain over there. I think your main threat, though, is going to be for tomorrow. There's a little thunderstorm nearby you, though. Look at that. A little thundy. A little thundy coming towards you. That's actually going to go into Texarkana. So it's a little bit of rain, a little bit of thunder, potentially. This is going to be all right. Do I think there will be a tornado with any of these storms? It's still possible, yeah. I mean, we could definitely get a spin-up tornado on one of these guys. I just got an update on our tornado warned storm. Still radar indicated. Rotation is still pretty darn weak with this guy. Still our strongest area of rotation continues to be over here north and east in Temple. But we're still not seeing any debris signatures on radar right now. Hey, Donna. Is Tulsa, Oklahoma okay? Are you guys going to have a lot of rain and thunder throughout the night? Maybe a little bit of a chance out there for some flooding. You're not in a flood warning yet, but wouldn't be surprised if a lot of this rain eventually added up to some flooding. And yeah, that's pretty much going to be it. Might see this one storm here come pretty close to you. The trajectory is going to bring it pretty close. It should be mostly like a slower moving kind of storm tonight, but maybe it could pick up in speed and intensity. I would say as long as this MCS exists, there's probably going to be a tornado threat with it every now and then. So if you live like in southern Oklahoma City, like over here, Ada, McAllister, Wilburton, eventually into Fort Smith, Arkansas, Fayetteville, like Branson, hopefully not Springfield, West Plains, Mountain View, all of you guys over there need to be, weather aware. Just throughout the night, just have a way to get alerts. We're in, unfortunately, pretty early here, mesoscale season. And we're just going to every now and then get these little waves of cool air. They kind of weaken and then they kind of strengthen and then they kind of weaken. And then every now and then they spit out what happened over in Springfield earlier today, where we had multiple tornadoes and very strong winds come through the area. Same thing happened back over here near Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. So, and, that storm didn't really produce much winds until it got there. So it's like, but it was there. It was a little MCS, slowly strengthening and undulating in strength. You're off the bed. Well, thank you for tuning in, Lynx. I do appreciate it. Yeah, this should go to the south of Tulsa. At least according to where our boundary is sitting. But maybe we could still get some severe weather. I'm not like overly concerned about like a tornado threat or anything up there. Well, that storm clip Durant Where's Durant? Isn't it like over here somewhere? Let me search it. Yeah, very well could. Definitely could get some, maybe get some wins out of that. It's going to be a close approach, so it could clip it. Check back in on our circulations. And not a whole lot happening to the south, but this rotation over here north and east of Temple still looks kind of concerning. Not going to lie. Still a concerning look to it. Heading towards Empire City, you get that tighten up just a little bit, and that could spit out a strong tornado. Well, if you live in Empire City, Comanche, I would still be in your safe spots. I think they're going to allow this tornado warning back over here to expire if it's not already. Yeah, they're going to let that one expire. This one over here is probably going to be allowed to expire in a little bit unless new rotation pops up. Let me check further down back to the south here just to make sure. Yeah, we're looking pretty good everywhere else. Mainly just this
A
area of
new
stronger
tornado
rotation.
warning has been issued.
A new tornado warning has been issued near Empire City, Duncan, Central Heights, and Marlow. If you guys live in that area, watch out. Got an area of rotation right here heading up to the north and east. It's in Duncan. Did I say Ohio? I feel like I said Ohio there for some reason. If I did say Ohio, I meant to say Oklahoma. Did flood go down? Probably not, but Stormwater Media appears to be moving on. Probably driving to a hotel if I were to think. Pennsylvania Storm Trackers doing anything? They're on the road again. They are driving on the road again. I feel like they chase like 12 hours plus every day. They are grinders. Yeah, the one north of Walters is gone, yeah, but I'm still monitoring this area of stronger winds moving into Temple, Oklahoma. Still monitoring this rotation east of Walters, but so far you're looking all right there. Maybe a little bit of something still north of Walters. I have to still keep an eye on that area. Little bookend vortex happening there. Denison. Where is Denison? I don't even know where Denison is. Denison. You're a tornado watch. Oh yeah, you're over here. Yeah, you might get brushed by this storm, maybe. Southern side of this storm if it tries to do anything. No rain in Greenland. Like, is that a city or are you asking for no rain in literally Greenland? You can check the satellite. Some snow in Greenland, maybe. The satellite view. You can just go zoom out and it's just like the Earth. Wish you could animate it. That'd be pretty cool. I think they're working on getting that animation working. My Earth. Man, I am just exhausted. Jazzy, you want to come sit on my lap? Hold on. Let me go get your bed. Oh, looks like Storm Runner Media ended his stream. Ooh. Do. All right. And we'll put Pennsylvania Storm Trackers underneath us. Well, always the last chaser standing. Or driving, whatever way you want to say. All right, back in over here. Latest scans out of this storm over here in Texas. Moving off over into Oklahoma is heading into Terrell and Ryan. Maybe a little bit of a renewed broad circulation here. Not really sure if that's going to do anything, but I'm keeping my eye on it. And it looks like our rotation further up to the north is also starting to get a little bit broad as it heads close to Duncan, but I would still want Duncan and Marlowe to continue to be in their safe spots just in case that rotation does try to get its act back together. You knew from the start today was a bust? Wait, what? Today was not a bust. We had lots of NATOs. Or some NATOs. Not lots, but some. Let's see how many NATO reports we have had. Tornado reports. I mean, it was only at 5%. So even one NATO is, well, yeah, the only NATOs we've had are over here, like from earlier today's storms. Man, look at all those wind reports, though. I swear that must have been a derecho. There from Indiana through Ohio into Pennsylvania there. Oh my gosh, we had a tornado report near Salt Lake City. What? Is Tornado Explorer okay? That's literally right where Tornado Explorer lives. We didn't know it, but Tornado Explorer almost died today from a little NATO. Oh my goodness, what is going on with this lightning? Yes, please. Give us more of that. Oh.
Northeast. Tornadoes and black pickup trucks, man.
Are you raging about black pickup trucks? Every Pennsylvania, if you got anything nearby you, it's just going to be a thunderstorm. Yeah, near Salt Lake City, there is a tornado report. Let me see if I can get like a photo of that or something. I wonder if it was like a land spout. Tornado, Utah. Let me see. When did that happen? I don't know. All right, latest scan here on our storm. Still some broad area of circulation there. No debris ball still. Not expecting to see one. They still haven't allowed this tornado warning to expire down here. I don't think. Let me double check. Yes, they have allowed this tornado warning to officially expire. So all we got left is this storm over here near Duncan and Marlowe. You're in Davis. Am I good? Davis, what? You love the mods? Me too. Our mods are the best mods. We need to get all the big streamers together and have a mod off. See which mods are the best. You know what, Jazzy? Hey, Mr. Mamas. You found your happy place on the lap again. Mm-hmm. No, I know. I missed you. We got, like, what's up with the severe weather, Chazzy? This is your worst nightmare. We're live every single day. Every day. Excuse me, Evan. How is it in Beaver, Ohio? Beaver, Ohio. Isn't that like over here? Nope. Where is Beaver? Beaver, Ohio. Yeah, you guys are looking pretty sweet on the backside of that cool air. Have a good night. Any PDS situations? I don't think so. Yeah. We have some 70-mile-per-hour winds about to head into Waurika and Comanche. Also down here near Nocona, have 65-mile-per-hour winds possible, but no PDS situations. No. Kazzy, you're okay, Mr. Mabas. Such a good. Yes, you are. Ow. They turned on the sirens in Ryan, Oklahoma. Yeah, they're probably going to keep them on there for a little bit, but I would expect them to turn it off at some point because that tornado warning has expired. Latest scan over here near Empire City and Duncan, Oklahoma, still an area of some broad circulation. Does not appear to be tightening up. Oh, throughout the day. Yeah, we got a lot of PDS, severe thunderstorm warnings. We had some in Springfield. We had some over here in eastern Ohio going into Pittsburgh. We had some back down when these storms started with some 4-inch hail, PDS severe thunderstorm warnings. And we had a PDS tornado warning. And then we had more PDS severe wind warnings before Wichita into Wichita Falls. Lawton's about to be flooded again. Probably a little bit of flooding there in Lawton. Y'all have gotten a lot of rain, and it's been moving pretty slow there in Lawton. And that wouldn't surprise me. How is Bentonville, Arkansas? Good for now. Bentonville's like up here near Fayetteville, aren't they? Where's Bentonville? Bentonville, Arkansas. Yeah, you guys are up here. Not much right now, but maybe later as this MCS kind of moves up to the north and east, could make a pretty close approach to you. Definitely going to be getting some thunderstorms up there. Just not 100% sure on whether or not those are going to be severe. Any tornadoes yet? Yes, we've had a couple of tornado reports in Missouri and Oklahoma, one in Utah. And in my opinion, a tornado happened over here just to the west of Seymour. Check Dallas. Nope. I'm just kidding. Tomorrow for Dallas, we have a severe weather risk out there. So that's going to be tomorrow's threat. That should get started at around 1 through 4. As around the starting time could be. We're expecting anything from large to very large hail, tornadoes, damaging winds are all going to be possible. It'll probably be upgraded by tomorrow morning, I'm thinking. I'm surprised it hasn't gotten upgraded yet. Is this live? I don't know. You tell me, James. What do you think? You think it's live? How is Duncan, Oklahoma looking? You guys still need to be in your safe spots. We have tornado warning for your area. The rotation nearby you right now is pretty broad. And a little bit weaker, so hopefully you escape with nothing. No damage, no nothing. but I would still be live. Did I hear about yesterday the Minnesota and Iowa tornadoes? No, I didn't hear about it. Tell me more. Tell me more about that day. I was busy doing severe. I was too busy doing severe weather coverage to notice it. Let me see if we actually had any. Yeah, we do have some tornado reports. In a little bit more from yesterday. 11 tornado reports. One in Kansas, a couple there in Minnesota, and also in Wisconsin as well. Omega for storm reports. Yeah. I do like how Omega has a bunch of storm reports. And that is one thing that they still have over the WeatherWise app and their models as well. But WeatherWise is they do a lot of updates, but the big ones haven't come yet. I'm still waiting on those. The big ones, the big old updates. Still looks like this side lobe contamination over here near Bellevue, but I wouldn't rule out them warning this near Nakona. MCD released for this storm. Well, let's go look at it. Let's see what they're talking about. Here's a new mesoscale discussion. Looks like they are still saying hail is possible. Tornadoes are possible. 65 to 80 mile per hour winds are possible. Risk of embedded tornadoes and severe winds continues across a tornado watch 194. We have a little discussion here. Let's read it. An MCS with embedded supercell structures has evolved over parts of south central Oklahoma, north central Texas, which is tracking northwest eastward at 40 to 50 miles per, or 40 to 50 knots. This activity is tracking along an east-west oriented stationary boundary with the middle to upper 60 dew points along south of the boundary. The rich boundary layer moisture-focused convergence along the boundary and strengthening low-level jet will continue to favor the maintenance of the MCS with eastern extent, around 40 knots of deep layer shear oriented perpendicularly to the gust front sampled by the VWP, and the enhanced SRH along the north of the boundary will support embedded supercell structures and mesovortices capable of producing severe wind gusts and tornadoes. Along the southern flank with the MCS, semi-discrete storms will pose a risk of large hail and couple tornadoes as well. As the storm come through, keep your hands and feet inside the house at all times. Blah, 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 blah. Can't call it a night. Nope. It'll never end. The severe weather will never end. It will continue every single day until June. Soon, everybody will be so desensitized of severe weather. There will be a wedge tornado in their town, and they'll be like, yeah, it happened yesterday, and the day before, and the day before. Typical wedges. Typical wedges. I would say like on a broad scale, it was worse today than yesterday, but technically yesterday did have more confirmed tornadoes, but we could very well end up with more tornadoes confirmed than what we actually have on reports right now. Can you check Yukon before tornadoes? What? I think you typed that wrong. Why you always be weather aware? Yeah, and we mean that literally now. Always. They weren't stuck in it. They were watching people afloat in the water. Oh, Yukon, Oklahoma. Gotcha. Yeah, you guys got a line of storms coming through the area right now in the Yukon region. Not severe warning, just some thunder and some wind and rain. That's about it. Nothing to be scared about. In Yukon, might eventually see some more rain, maybe even some flooding in Yukon if this little band of rain makes it up that far to the north, which is certainly possible. Will Ardmore get hit? Probably. Probably. I'm scared. It's all right. Just take a deep breath. We'll be here to guide you through it, maybe. Maybe. If the tornado threat goes away, probably not. Because our winds, well, the winds are still around 70 miles per hour, but I am tired. And we probably got another full day tomorrow worth of streaming, folks. The good news is it's not going to be as widespread as today, but we'll probably be live again tomorrow and the next day. What is day 3 looking like? Are we going to get a break? That looks like a break, maybe. Maybe a break. What about the day 4? No slight risks. Day 6, no slights. Day 7, no slights. Day 8, no slights. I'm not going to say anything about it, though, because as soon as I say, well, maybe there won't be any, we'll get like 10 slight risks. So we'll probably just keep my mouth shut. NATOcast really does not like Northeast Texas with the 12Z day 2. Yeah, I don't really like Northeast Texas just in general. I'm just kidding. No, but yeah, we'll see. NATOcast can get a little bit wonky, but there is potential out there for maybe even some strong tornadoes tomorrow. I just checked Yukon. I checked right when you asked the first time. Not sure where you went, but if you ask a question, pay attention because you might get an answer. Potential slight risk Thursday. Shush. Shut your mouth. Really? Are we even in range in Thursday yet? We might be. Was today Tuesday, right? Yeah, Tuesday. So that's going to be the 1st of May, I think. Or do we have a 31st in April? Maybe a slight risk. What is this looking like? Be a southeast threat. Dang, decent instability. A little bit of wind shear. Oh my goodness, man. Probably. That's fun. Jeez Louise, man. This severe weather just needs to go away. All right, latest scan over here north of Duncan. Looks like our rotation is kind of weakened up there. Oh. Still a tornado warning ongoing. Little area of circulation down over here near Comanche. Watch out over there. We'll see if that turns into anything. Cassie, I've been petting you straight here for about an hour. No, 20 minutes. Every time I pull my hand away from my dog, he puts his paw on my hand and he's like, what are you doing? He tries to grab my hand with his paws. Come on, Cassie. Just need more pads. Mm-hmm. Okay. Let's cancel the areas of rotation. See, help exists. He's here. All right, looks like just strong winds coming into Comanche. Kathy, what are you doing? Your existence ended for a bit, but now you're back. Let's go. Help is here. What are you doing? Now you're sitting on my hand so I can never move it away. That's a smart move. That's a smart move, Mr. Mubbies. Yeah. I know at least Burke Bennett and maybe the surrounding areas are in a flash flood warning. Yeah. Yeah. There is we had some pretty decent flooding in the Wichita Falls region. Oh wow, they did upgrade it to considerable. Wow. Life-threatening flash flooding and heavy rains. There for the Wichita Falls area. And does that extend into Burke Bennett? Yeah, that extends into Burke Bennett. So considerable flooding with that. It's like right before our flooding emergencies when they issue that, but I don't think you guys are going to get to that stage. Apparently, the police department has flooding. Wow. Hey, stop your whining. But you're here now. That's the whole point. Yeah. And that you got your mubbas, you're supposed to stop whining. Hey, thank you. No one is here. For officially, I think that's our second donation. No, that's our third donation of today. Thank you so much. The Texas storm be bad when it reaches Princeton, Texas. Let me see where Princeton is. Princeton. Texas. Like it's gonna go north of Princeton most likely, but your main day is gonna be tomorrow. Am I being hit? No. No, I haven't seen I've been seeing some thunderstorms every now and then, but nothing crazy. There's a Loco, Oklahoma? Is that real? Loco, Oklahoma. Oh my gosh, it is. Yeah. In Loco, Oklahoma, you guys are in a 70-mile-per-hour wind warning, so definitely want to be indoors. If you live near a tree, be closer to the interior portion of your house. Also, just got a new update on the severe thunderstorm warning to the south, 70-mile-per-hour winds heading towards Nocona, Texas, and Munster. Also is bad. I mean, you guys got a lot of rain and lightning, but I mean, in terms of like bad severe weather, you guys are pretty decent. But you guys do seem to be hanging on here to a lot of rain and potentially even more slow moving rain on the way. I would not rule out some major flooding up there. What was that in West Virginia? That's a little severe thunderstorm warning. For 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts. That's moving off to the east. Eventually, is going to be heading into Duck and Crestmont, West Virginia. Also got another one over here near Summersville and Ansted. Same warning. Hey, thank you, Melissa, for the 4th super chat of the stream. Thank you so much. As you stop your whining. Still no dangerous areas of rotation here. Have they allowed this to expire yet? It expires in 4 minutes. In Tulsa, we have a hail warning. No, you do not. The dono party? Not really. I think everybody's all donoed out from that one stream. There's that Bowie storm. That Bowie storm. Bowie. I think that's Bowie, Texas, right? Yeah. Yeah, this one's bowing out a little bit. Got a little bit of a bulge on it. Pushing off towards the east towards Nocona. Watch out for that bulge. Did you just fart? Jazzy, did you just fart? That's a stinky fart. That's a stinker. Pennsylvania Storm Tracker still live. What champs? They're literally champions. I gotta say, once I stream, I feel like give you guys something to laugh at. If you ever win the lottery, you're gonna donate a lot. Jeez Louise. You do understand if you never win the lottery, you're never gonna have any money though. So I'd rather you just stop playing the lottery. Hey, Link, thank you so much for the $20 donation. Officially the 5th donation of the stream. Thank you so much. You guys are making the channel thrive. Oh, you want everybody to like and subscribe? Is that what you want, Chaz? Is that? Oh my goodness. I mean, Chaz said it. I didn't say it. When... Oh my goodness. You're all lovey-dovey right now, aren't you? Mm-hmm. It's been a long day. It's been a long day. You just unplugged my earphones, Chazzy. Okay. All right. You're kicking your bed out the way. All right. Doing. Are you staying up here? Oh, okay. You're jumping out. Thank you, Hannah, for the 6th donation of the night. Are you still good for tonight? I think you are, yeah. These storms should stay to your north. Wouldn't rule out some thunderstorms maybe, but you know, the outflow boundary appears to be setting up here and here. The storm is right near it. But I'm still worried mainly for tomorrow on you, where you have that threat for some large hail. And thank you, Melissa, for the $2 donation. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you very much. And they just updated the severe thunderstorm warning to 70-mile-per-hour winds. Man, from this radar, those winds are looking pretty intense back in there. But from this one, not really. Tornado warning has been allowed to expire, and they haven't issued a new one, folks. I'm going to be honest. I am tired. I'm getting off of here. I am getting off. I'll transfer you guys over to PA Storm Trackers. I think that's like the only people still live right now. No. Yeah. Yep, PA Storm Trackers. Sending you guys over there. They're going off. Well, we're all going off, but you guys go over there and give them some love before they get off. But yeah, thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you so much for liking the stream, subscribing. Welcome to the channel. And thank you to everybody that's donated as well. If you live out in Oklahoma, make sure that you guys are still weather aware throughout the night. This thing still probably has a couple of surprises in it. Just have a way to get alerts throughout the night. And I'll see you guys, unfortunately, tomorrow. Peace.